So that ship right there is the Holland America line, where 3 million people took the ferry across the Atlantic to go to the New World. This museum is crazy. Look, there's a cafe here, all this seating, and then there's contemporary art in the back. Morning. It's before my lecture and I felt like wearing my New York City zip up, which I actually have not worn in quite a while. I don't know why. Something a little bit patriotic today because of the mayoral election results. So gotta rep the city today as I'm out and about, but today I have a lecture and then afterwards gonna apply to internships for a bit and hopefully frolic outside because it is actually, I don't want to jinx it, but it's such nice fall weather today and all the leaves are yellow and burnt orange, so it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna make it a good day. How come every time I'm about to record something, the construction crew outside decides this is the time where I need to start drilling? I'm becoming paler by the day. I'm defrosting. Asian winter is beginning. This is like the first day where I have to wear a fleece under my winter coat because it's quite literally freezing. It's like 29 degrees right now. It's sunny today, thank God, but still it took me so long to get up and out of bed. Yeah, basically coming back from Paris, I got hit like a fucking truck by daylight savings / seasonal depression because I woke up the day I got back and I was so confused. I thought I woke up in the middle of the night because that's how dark it was. To answer the question, oh maybe I'd be used to it by now because it's like not my first rodeo, you know? Nope, it hits just as bad every year. So that's a lovely little tidbit to know, especially if you're considering moving here. I'm definitely not made for it. 2 tips that I found really help me deal with seasonal affective disorder, or even if you don't have that, just dealing with the overall lack of daylight, is 1, really prioritizing the tasks of your day and not overloading your schedule, because then you feel like you will not have completed anything or gotten anything done. So really prioritize 2, maybe 3 big tasks a day. And then the second thing is really utilizing the grid where you split the day up into 4 quarters, because especially let's say you have a late start and then daylight is almost already over and you feel like you haven't gotten anything done, you can still have a good day by being productive in at least one of the 4 quarters and turn your entire day around. And I find that really helps me, especially on the days where I find it really hard to get up in the morning. Let's say I have a slow morning to myself, I can still be productive and have a good day if let's say later in the afternoon or in the evening after school I get a good 3-hour work session in. I haven't journaled in a long time, 2 months maybe, because I was sort of afraid of facing certain things, certain negative thoughts that I had in my head. And I just journaled for an hour. I just wrote from page 22 to 36 in my journal and it felt very, very cathartic. In these darker months, I'm trying to rely more on my routines to stay mentally sane, which is journaling and actually doing things that I enjoy for myself, which sounds kind of sad, but especially in November, which is honestly my worst month. November, not to be negative, but November is always really harsh for me when the sun starts to set and it gets really fucking cold. As I just said, yeah, I've been trying to get back to journaling, trying to make that a daily practice again, trying to get back into reading classics. I got this for €8, by the way, what a steal. It also has, it's really pretty. I got it new. Yeah, I read so much for my degree, obviously. For my thesis and also for my topic courses about childhood development and how use media in accordance to what childhood stage you are at, or at what stage your child is at. I feel like I'm not reading for pleasure because especially all these papers are scientific papers, so they all have the same exact format and they all use the same exact language and it just gets really repetitive. I feel like my brain is not being being massaged as it would be if I read like an adventure book or something like that. And then another thing, I started a new TV series. Well, I guess it's not technically new, but I started watching Lupin the Third, and I've really been enjoying it because I watched the movie that Hayao Miyazaki made in the Lupin the Third movie series, which was really good, but then I found out that it was originally a TV series before it got syndicated into movies as well. And I really enjoy that like hand-drawn animation style from the 70s and 80s. If you've never seen it, I really just think it's such a breath of fresh air, especially with like all the stuff that's going on in the news right now. It reminds me of a mix of Scooby-Doo and James Bond, and a little bit of Robin Hood in that he steals and gives back to the poor in a sense, where there's lots of gadgets and it's really goofy, and there's also like lots of location changes, so it's sort of like a spy thing in like James Bond. So that is basically right up my alley. I have like at least 100 episodes to get through, so I think I will be set for this winter time. Make sure to eat, don't skip meals. Yes. Oh my god, this spoon is so soft, I fucking bent it. Cheers, mate. Okay, ignore the messy kitchen, but you can't tell me I did not do good on this one. Like, pasta alla matriciana with zucchini. It's gonna be so good. Update on my Lupin thing. I am watching the ones that Miyazaki directed first before I go back and watch everything in order, because I just really wanted to watch this plain one. Look how good the introductory, just like the intro. Bring back a good intro. Look at this. They don't make it like that anymore. And yes, I know, I literally advocate that you should not watch TV while you eat and keep something sacred. Actually, I use this sometimes when I'm feeling so tired to my advantage. Like, for instance, it's a bad thing if you're just eating and eating snacks mindlessly watching TV. But when I'm really tired, I actually use that to my advantage, because normally I don't eat with any TV show or anything, to force myself to eat and get calories. Oh my god, I'm the last person in this room, and it's time to pack up. I know it's time to go home when I start doom scrolling LinkedIn, and I'm like not even applying to stuff anymore. I'm just like straight up just looking at people's 30-year careers and feeling shit about myself. So that's my sign to leave.
I could have, bro. I was gonna lose my fucking mind, you know? Just listening to people yap for 3 hours straight. Give me like...
one in your nostril, two in your nostril. Well, like, this is nicer than Oreos. Losing my mind in this bar.
Hi.
Can I get 2 hot chocolate to whipped cream, please?
Sure.
Everyone's lining up to go on the tour of the lights. The night is actually dry, and it's actually not like titty freezing cold. So I decided that I'm going to go walk to pick up my bike from the university library, because I feel bad for parking my child in the cold underground for like a week now, and I miss biking around. So I'm enjoying the lights. Look, it sparkles now. It didn't sparkle last year. Recently, I've really just been enjoying walking around without headphones and not being having to have constant stimulation and letting my brain breathe, which sounds like, I find it sort of ridiculous how just doing that now is considered like a mindfulness exercise. Cop this literally brand new copy for €6, and I've always wanted to read it, so let's see what the hype is about. It's sort of used as like the male manipulator book with like the guy who drinks matcha and like doesn't actually treat women well, but I don't know, you can always learn how to love yourself and others better, so. Where's my baby girl? Oh my god, my child. I missed you. Oh my god, it's literally so dark, but it's almost 10 a.m. right now. But today I have a test shoot in Amsterdam, which I have not had a test shoot, let alone in Amsterdam. I haven't had a test shoot in like a year and a half. And it's with like an acquaintance who's a friend of a friend on Instagram. I've met him like one time at an event, but yeah, never really chatted with him. But he's a stylist in addition to being a model, and I think his girlfriend or his partner is like a hairstylist too, so they're quite a dynamic duo. Yeah, I'm heading over to their apartment. Unfortunately, we live in completely opposite sides of the city, so take a bus and a tram for an hour, but I hope it's gonna be worth it. So I have to go now and make sure I don't forget anything. I didn't style my hair, but I did like just my basic everyday natural makeup. Let's go. I'm back now and I have to finish my lecture notes. Guess what I'm gonna be doing for the next hour? It's called balance. No, thesis feedback round is done. I just got out of it and my head is spinning because I have had 5 hours of sleep. And now I'm going to go meet Elias in West at our spot. Back in the old hood. I'm at the square. Oh, look who's putting sugar in their flat white.
The shape of my ass on
Eu comi frango todos os dias com meu melhor amigo Elias. Oh, they look so good. Here we are, exactly half a year later, and this doesn't look so great. Elias, cameraman, if you'd like to pan to whatever the hell happened to the square when we were gone.
Looks awful.
I leave West and you guys just let it go to shit, huh? Anyways, let's go. Elias needs to get a phone case.
Okay.
This is Elias's new jeans. Your style inspiration is David Beckham. Can you show me the exact photo that is your style inspiration?
No, it's just a concept.
It's just a concept. I wouldn't understand.
No, you're not gay.
I'm not high fashion and gay enough.
No, you're not.
Damn!
You're not like male fashion.
I wouldn't understand.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm sorry. It's just not in the scene like that.
You're not in the scene.
I want to show Elias this really cool spot on Java Island because I don't think he's ever been there before. I know shit, I don't fart. This is Elias. You're like one of the only two friends who's been in both of my rooms. I'm heading to the exam center now. It's about 5 p.m. I don't know why it's so warm outside. It's almost Christmas and I don't even have the layer. So feeling alright about this exam. Sorry if you can hear the clack of my loafers. Final exam of 2025 is done. Look, they like lock us in these rooms. They like literally slam it shut. It is the day after my finals week. It is December 22nd, so Christmas is very soon. I had such a long ass week, so I'm counting my final draft of my thesis as like a finals assignment. I had that, and then I had an actual exam, and then I had to do a paper. And because I wasn't working during the weekdays, I worked at my part-time job all 3 nights, Friday through Sunday. So I straight up was just working for 7 days straight, even though one part was intellectual and the other part was like more physical work. But girl, I woke up so dead today, just like no desire to do anything, and I really figured out that I need to have a day to myself because Christmas, obviously, I'm very grateful to not be spending that alone, but that's gonna be with other people, so I need to like recharge my personal battery and just do some things that I enjoy. And I really need like an unstructured dilly-dally day, and it's almost 4 p.m. the sun is setting, but I am still gonna go outside because I finally got up and got dressed and did my makeup and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna get a coffee and read my book. I'm halfway through with All About Love, and honestly this shit has been really eye-opening, especially about the self-love thing, which if you say self-love out loud, that shit sounds so cheesy, but I really think it's true. If you don't have peace with yourself, you can't have good platonic and romantic relationships. I have this thing where not for like trips, I tend to overpack when I'm just going outside because I think that I'm going to end up doing all these things when I actually don't. Like I always bring my laptop thinking I'll get some readings or editing in, when it's like, girl, you have a heavy ass bag and just enjoy doing one thing at a time. Like just put like a water bottle and a book in your bag and go. And that's why I feel like it always takes me so long to actually get out of the house, and once I get out of the house I feel so much better. It's definitely something I'm trying to work on, especially for the new year. So let's just get the fuck out of the house. Gohan check xmas. I've never done this before. Believe it or not, my family doesn't make dumplings for the holidays. Okay.
I prepared water there.
Oh my god, you're so kashikoi. Like this?
Hi. ここ大切. This part.
Moto?
No, it's not.
Zenbu?
Okay. Very good.
This feels like surgery. I thought this would be easier, to be honest. I thought I would crush this. I feel like my pleat game is not strong. I feel like yours is more evenly dispersed. Okay, that was my first one ever. Let's see by the time we get through this thick stack if my technique improves. Wakaru? Hello, I am back. Just as I was complaining about how warm it was and like, oh my god, global warming, I returned the Zara jacket that I got basically because I was freezing my ass off during Black Friday. Just as I return it, now it's becoming like literally 15 degrees outside. Nice to be back in my cozy room. It's 2 days before Christmas, and I'm currently making a photo album for my grandpa. This was supposed to be for his 90th birthday in November, but I don't want to be making excuses for myself, but like I've literally not had a single day to myself to just sit there and decompress, so this is when I finally have the time to do so. So I wanted to do a little presents haul before I pack everything up for everyone, because I really love giving presents. Giving presents and making presents is definitely a huge love language for me. One thing that I feel like a lot of people get wrong about gift giving, it's not about the money. A gift can still be really good if it's thoughtful and relevant to the person. I wanted to show you what I got. For context, this is the first Christmas in my life that I am not going to be going back home to be celebrating it with my nuclear family because the tickets were way too expensive because of the government shutdown. So I shall be spending it with a family friends, Noah's, and I'm very grateful and I feel very loved that they are accepting me into their family. This is for Noah, but his family can also choose to keep it. It's kind of a gag gift, But I got him a Paddington bear from when I was in London, and he's honestly so cute that I wanted to keep him for myself, but I'm like, no, he deserves to be in a loving family home and not in like a shoddy student house. So this is him. He's really cute. I really relate to Paddington because he's also from America and immigrated here, even though he's from South America. I actually didn't grow up with Paddington. I grew up with a different bear story called Corduroy. I don't know if anyone's read that before. Continuing on with the presents I got, these two Snoopy mugs. It looks like this, the love one, the Rockstar one, which I also got one for myself because I've had this on my Pinterest border for the longest time and I found them in real life on accident in the bottom shelf of Urban Outfitters, which I'm pretty sure maybe an employee was stashing that for themselves, so I'm really sorry. It says Rockstar and I just love the Snoopy on the front. I think it's so cute. I'm going right now, this is the library, I'm going right now to just buy my dinner at like the salsa shop because I chose peace, and if I were to make my dinner right now that would burn up like 2 hours of my time, and I really need to be smart with how I allocate my time and energy right now. Yeah, but the really annoying thing about my university is that we don't have a cafeteria. So it's not like I can quickly get a meal, pay like €4 and then go back to studying. Obviously, I would take the L financially and buy my dinner tonight. I also got my time slot for my thesis feedback tomorrow, and it's only 10 minutes. Like, everyone only gets a 10-minute slot. And this is the final time we get feedback before the thesis is due. I almost dropped my water bottle. That's why. So, yeah, I don't know. That's a little bit short to me. I'm essentially writing this thesis by myself. I have no hate against my teacher, but yeah, it's Dutch. You have to do everything yourself. The world is so small because tell me why the guy who served me at the salsa shop is also from Portland, Oregon. And he's so cool. He's like trilingual. He was talking to his friend in French and then the other workers in Spanish. And I was like, man, he gave me the bag for free because you have to pay for fucking everything here. You have to pay for the cutlery even if you sit indoors. So shout out to him. I don't know his name, but that's so funny. The world is so small. Here she is, my beautiful slop bowl. Let's dig in. Brother, I'm high-key getting nervous, but I decided to leave now so I don't get home at like an atrocious time and I can get a last work session in like 9 to 12 a.m. and then wake up at 9 a.m. and go to class at 11. Finished all my stuff for finals week. I just submitted my retake for this like poster that I need to redo, but I did it super last minute, so that's why I failed it. But I redid it and it's fine now. And did you know my school has Sony noise cancelling headphones that you can borrow, and I feel like no one knows about it. I got Chinese takeout for New Year's Eve. I don't know if you can see me in the dark, but it's currently 9 minutes till midnight and a new year, and all the fireworks are going off, and I'm heading to the bridge to try and get a good view of all of the fireworks. This is my first time celebrating New Year in Europe, because normally I'm always back home for Christmas break, but because of my thesis I couldn't be back. T-minus 4 minutes. I ran to this bridge, but I don't know if it's the best view. I hope it is. I see the fireworks. Hello. Happy New Year. I love when my tripod doesn't work. It brings me so much joy. It is currently January 3rd and I woke up on the second day of the new year sick. At first I thought, oh, maybe my nose is just stuffed because the fireworks this year were absolutely insane. But then it just got continuously worse. Like, I'm currently using my emergency NyQuil because my thesis is due in T-3 days. Yeah, I'm currently just sucking it up and I'm just like trying to hydrate as much as possible. Just like get my water. That is what I've been doing this new year. Just been working from my bed because I have no other option. I need to finish this shit. For some reason, it always seems that when there's a huge deadline, all the issues in your life like amalgamate. I guess it's because like in some way your brain is like procrastinating, and so it starts thinking about all the, like, you're throwing the baby out with the bathwater essentially, and I feel like I tend to do that, and I really need to like simplify and do like, okay, what currently is the most important thing? Which is the thesis, obviously. I'm putting on my rain playlist. When I'm studying at home, I have to like these videos on of another person studying next to me because that way I feel like I have an accountability buddy. Hot tip for anyone who is doing that, because I can't study at the library, it's closed for break, and also I'm sick, so I don't feel like going to the library anyways. But tonight I need to double check the statistics part and do the discussion. Fun. Honestly, doing the experiment itself, much like filming, is the fun part, and then editing or writing the actual thesis is so fucking boring. Like, it's such tedious writing too because it's scientific writing and it needs to follow a certain format. Ohio, Happy New Year. I'm still sick. It is T-1 days until my thesis is due. I got the stats part done and now I just have to write the discussion today. It actually snowed like proper snow last night. But the thing is, I woke up and my snot was lime radioactive green. Yeah, I can finally breathe through my nose again, but now I'm like in the coughing stage. And I really want to frolic in the snow, but I'm afraid that might make sickness worse. So don't forget to take your vitamins in the winter. Fun fact, you physically cannot get the amount of natural vitamin D you need in Germany and Holland during the winter time, so you need to take pills. And I'm watching Peace and Tatsuki in Japan on my break. So that's where I currently am. All my stuffies are in bed with me. Oh my god, it's snowy! It's so pretty outside. I know I'm sick, but I want to enjoy the snow. Walking over this bridge, let me not kill myself. The water's frozen. Oh my god! So much fun doing photography in the snow. I forgot that I need to write my discussion part of my thesis. Roll is done. It's making a noise now. Do you want to see what I've been doing for the past 30 minutes? Formatting my APA 7 tables. Literally individually selecting all of these things, and then you go, wow, this is like an OCD person's dream and my personal nightmare. Like this, I have all my formatting shit out right now. This video of how to do it, I realized I watched the same fucking video 4 years ago when formatting my IB stuff. Now let's add in all the borders that are necessary. Also, my final tutorial class was cancelled. It's tomorrow at 11 and it's currently 3 a.m. so it was like, no way in hell am I gonna be making that. Like, I would probably, obviously I have to make it because it's mandatory, so it's like just gonna get like 3 hours of sleep. But because of the snow, it's cancelled. So I feel like a little kid again. I have a snow day. So like my reward is gonna be when I'm done with the thesis to go frolic in the snow. And I actually took a break for like an hour and a half and I timed it perfectly because it was the only time during the entire day that it was sunny. And I finished my roll of film and documented like how beautiful it was in the snow. It was genuinely gorgeous winter weather. Almost done. I'm at the finish line. I can see the finish line. Update, it's 4:08 a.m. January 6th, and I finished my thesis basically. I just need to read it through one more time. My thesis on sleep hygiene is done, and ironically, look how bad my sleep hygiene is. It's 4 a.m. I'm gonna sleep now because my eyes are red. Okay, I'm about to submit my thesis. It's 20 minutes to 5. I'm done. Like, I reread it. I like triple read everything. I made sure I cited everything properly. Tell me why I'm like nervous sweating through my sweater. It's all good. It's literally all good. I like triple checked the word count. It's like 100 words under the limit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna submit now. And my file name, I'm so fucking nervous. My file name is literally called like thesis project final. Okay. Okay, I'm submitting it. I'm on time. What am I nervous about? Thesis is submitted. And now I'm gonna go outside in the snow. Yup. Hello, it's Nina. It's the last day of 2026, and I'd like to report that I finished my thesis and I also passed my thesis.
Hey.
Maria's behind the camera. I got the news yesterday, so I think that. Oh. Sorry, we got too into our parkour moment. But I think that I'm gonna end the thesis vlog video here. This vlog has been over the past of 3 months and 3 snowstorms, because it did snow yesterday, but I didn't catch it on camera. So if you watched to the end, thank you so much for coming along on this Amsterdam journey. I have 2 semesters left of uni in Amsterdam, and we're gonna make it a good one. So, love you so much. Ik hou van jou. And see you soon!
That was so cute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.